Quit restarting your garden every year. Seriously, just stop. What if I told you there are crops you plant once and they feed you for 50 years? No replanting, no tilling, just harvest year after year. These aren't fantasy plants. These are the staples your ancestors relied on, the ones that got families through harsh winters with minimal effort. In this video, I'm giving you 10 permanent crops that work like fruit trees. Put them in the ground, help them establish, and they'll repay you for a lifetime. And stick around. Crop number 8 produces fruit when literally nothing else will. Let's get into it. First up, hardy kiwi. Forget the supermarket stuff. This is its tougher, tastier cousin, grape-sized, smooth-skinned, and you eat them whole. One established vine gives you 50 to 100 pounds annually for 5 decades. That's not a typo. 50 years of fruit from one plant, it laughs at 25 below zero. Doesn't care about soil quality, pests ignore it. You need male and female plants. One male handles 8 females, give it sturdy support, wait a few years for establishment, then just show up in autumn and pick. That's the deal. Number 2. Serviceberry. This plant earns its keep every single season. Spring, white blossoms. Early summer, sweet berries tasting like blueberries with almond notes. Fall, absolutely stunning foliage. Winter, beautiful framework. One mature bush gives 10 to 20 pounds of fruit. Cold hardy to zone 2. That's brutal winter territory. Indigenous peoples across North America relied on this. Grow it as a hedge, understory plant, or focal point. Birds love it too. Fair competition, or use netting. Functional, beautiful, bulletproof. 3. Jujube, the tree that thrives on neglect. Chinese farmers have grown this for 4,000 years. Why? It evolved for harsh conditions. Bad soil? Fine. Extreme heat? Fine. Drought? Absolutely fine. Virtually no pests. Minimal pruning. Mature tree yields 40 to 100 pounds annually without complaint. Fresh? They taste like crisp sweet apples. Dried? Chewy and rich like dates. Packed with vitamin C and antioxidants. If you're in hot, dry conditions and don't have jujube yet, that's the biggest gap in your food system. 4. Quince. Here's a number for you. One mature quince tree can produce 200 to 300 pounds in a good year. One tree. The fruit is firm and astringent raw, but cook it with sweetener and it transforms, turns luminous pink-orange, tastes like apple, pear, and rose combined. The fragrance is incredible. Quince paste, Membrillo, has been a Mediterranean delicacy for centuries. Plus, it's naturally high in pectin. Your jelly's set perfectly without buying anything extra. Cold hardy to zone 5, tolerates heavy clay, lives 50-plus years. Plant once, preserve for life. 5. Seabuckthorn. This operates at a different level. Yes, it produces up to 50 pounds of orange berries per plant. Yes, they're packed with vitamin C, E, omega fatty acids. The stuff supplement companies charge premium for. But here's what makes it essential. It's a nitrogen fixer. It pulls nitrogen from the air and feeds your soil, making everything nearby grow better. Thrives in poor, sandy, rocky, even salty coastal soil. Cold hardy to zone 3. Drought tolerant, wind tolerant. You need male and female plants, and yes, the thorns are serious. But for building real soil fertility while producing food, this isn't optional. It's essential. 6. Honeyberry. First harvest of the season, every season. These ripen in late spring, sometimes May, before your strawberries even flower. Taste like blueberry meets raspberry with something unique underneath. For northern growers, this is a revelation. Survives 40 below zero. Doesn't just tolerate cold, requires it. Needs winter chill to produce. Established shrubs give 5 to 10 pounds each. Need 2 varieties for pollination. Small space friendly, 4 to 6 feet. If you're in a genuinely cold climate, honeyberry fills a gap nothing else can. 7. Mulberry. Let me redefine abundant for you. A mature mulberry can give 100 to 300 pounds of fruit in one season. One tree. Berries ripen over weeks in early summer. Sweet, mild, excellent fresh in pies, jam, wine, or dried, grows fast. Sometimes 6 feet in a single season when young. Always adapts to almost any soil. Drought-tolerant, essentially pest-free. People actually plant these to distract birds from other crops. That's how much fruit we're talking. Site it thoughtfully. Falling fruit stains, bien cool, but for pure production per square foot, nothing touches mulberry. 8. Loquat. This is the one I promised you. For zones 8 through 10, loquat is a gift. Small evergreen tree. Flowers in fall or winter. produces orange-yellow fruits in early spring, March or April, when practically nothing else on your property is ripe. 50 to 100 pounds of fruit tasting like apricot meets mango. Beautiful year-round with large tropical leaves. Provides real shade. Self-fertile, though it does better with a pollinator. Relatively compact, 15 to 25 feet. Fruits bruise easily, don't ship well. That's why you never see them in stores. And exactly why growing your own is so worthwhile. Weeks of fresh fruit in the hungriest part of the harvest calendar. 9. Pawpaw. This isn't just a crop, it's a relationship. Largest native fruit tree in North America. Produces large custard-like fruits with tropical flavor, banana, mango, melon, all in a creamy texture. Nothing else in temperate climate tastes like this. Mature tree. 50 to 100 pounds of fruit. Lives 50 to 100 years. Let that sink in. You're not planting this for yourself. You're planting for your children. Their children. People who'll stand under that tree long after you're gone. Cold, hardy zone 5 to 9. Grows beautifully in partial shade, perfect for forest garden understory. Virtually no pests. The leaves produce natural compounds insects avoid. Need 2 varieties for pollination. Fruits don't store long. That's why you can't buy them commercially. This flavor belongs only to growers. Plant Pawpaw, and you're starting something that outlasts your lifetime. And finally, number 10, I saved this for last because it represents something bigger. Jerusalem artichoke, sunchoke, the ultimate expression of a permanent food system. Plant it once, even casually, even forget about it, and it doesn't care. Grows 6 to 10 feet tall, cheerful yellow sunflowers in late summer, then pushes out 50 to 100 pounds of nutty sweet tubers underground. Keeps doing this whether you show up or not. Cold hardy to zone 3. Tolerates terrible soil, drought, flooding, neglect. Leave even a small piece of tuber, it regrows. It's practically unstoppable. Delicious roasted, mashed in soups. Rich in prebiotic fiber that feeds your gut bacteria. So people plant this in dedicated beds not because they're cautious, but because this plant is completely serious about producing food. It will take over whatever ground you give it. This crop doesn't wait for ideal conditions. It doesn't wait for perfect soil or rain. It just grows and feeds you year after year after year. That's 10 crops. 10 plants that ask for your effort once, Wyndham, and return it for decades. Every single one existed before the modern food system told us to buy seeds every spring, prep the same beds, plant the same tomatoes, and start over next year. Your great-grandparents didn't do it that way. They planted things that lasted, things that became part of the land, things that fed the next generation without starting from scratch. You can do that too. Starting with one plant from this list. One tree, one shrub, one patch. That's all it takes to begin something that genuinely lasts. Drop a comment. Tell me which one you're planting first. Are you going fruit trees, berries, or straight for that unstoppable number 10? I read every comment, and I genuinely want to know where you're starting. And if this is your first time here, this is what we do every week. Real crops, real systems, real self-sufficiency. No fluff, no filler. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. There's always another forgotten crop, another piece of knowledge your great-grandparents carried, just waiting for someone like you to bring back. I'll see you in the next one.